All right, y'all. We are live Saturday night live stream Q&A. Lots of crazy things happening right now in the markets, guys. Lots of very exciting, significant things going on right now. And I just figured I'd drop by and make a quick stream here because there are some very notable, very exciting things that are happening in the markets. Just going to wait for a few people to drop in here. What's going on, Noel? What's going on, PD? Yeah, guys, crazy stuff happening right now. Kel, Peter, what's up, y'all? Happy Bitcoin Saturday night, right? Having a little pump. Lots of great opportunities to trade lately, guys. Seriously, there have been a lot of great trades the past few days. In fact, I posted some in the Discord for the course that we're having, where basically we've just been trading. Every time we print one of these, honestly, it's just as simple as every time we print one of these green trigger waves on the 4-hour chart, we basically just go long as soon as we get the confirmation on the 24-minute chart. So, for example, on Friday, we entered long right in here, and we basically got this nice little trade right here. And then there was another opportunity just a few hours ago. You take a look, we printed this green trigger wave on the 4-hour chart, and if we had entered right here on this 24-hour trigger, we could have been in this nice little long right here, a nice little 3.6%. And on Friday, we entered a nice little trade with a nice 3.6%. This is just easy money, guys. If you haven't checked out my video, let me pull it up here just to show you guys my Market Cipher strategy that I've been using and a lot of people have been using to make a lot of money with Market Cipher. This video right here, check it out. Market Cipher trading strategy, win every trade, 5 days ago. This will walk you through step by step the strategy that we are currently using. And if I pull up the Discord here, guys, we actually posted this in the Discord right here, potential trades. We posted this trade on Friday right before we printed the trigger wave on the 24-minute. And I said, it's kind of risky because I'm not relying on all 5 of my confirmations. But we did get a confirmation over the 21 EMA. We entered long here, and then boom, off to the races. So if anyone took this trade with me in the trading course group, we made some nice profit on that. Unfortunately, guys, I did miss out because I don't trade on Saturdays. I do not trade on Saturdays, so I missed out on this last trade. But you're gonna miss some opportunities. You're not gonna get them all. What's going on, guys? PD Craft, am I still long from Friday? No, man. I got stopped out. Over the weekend. I basically just put my stop loss in profit because I don't trade on Saturday, and I usually don't trade on Sunday. So if I'm in a long on Friday like that, I'll put my stop loss in unless, and here's what I'm waiting for, guys. Here's what I'm waiting for. It's great to take these little longs here and there, like what we've been doing while we're trading in this range. Because really, guys, we are trading in a range. It's very clear to see. We might be breaking out of the range right now. We'll have to wait and see. But really, for the past few days, this is such a sloppy chart. Let me get a fresh chart for you guys, especially since I know that my streaming sucks. But we have been trading within a range for the past few days, like this right here. Trading within this range. And, it's been so easy with Market Cipher to get the bottoms and the tops of this. I mean, look at just on the 4-hour chart with Market Cipher. If you ignore everything else, and obviously we're gonna wait for good entries, but if you just ignore everything else on Market Cipher right here, every time we get to the top of this range and every time we get to the bottom of this range, Market Cipher confirms the bounce off the bottom or the rejection off the top with these trigger waves right here. This is why I love the 4-hour chart, guys. 4-hour chart is just so easy. It's just so easy. I mean, even if you, we take a look here too. We kind of formed another support right here. You could just kind of use Market Cipher alone on the 4-hour chart, and every time we print below the 60 and above the 60, just go long or short, and you'll have some pretty good trade opportunities. And if you see like something like this, where we're clearly heading up in momentum, this was the trade we got in on Friday, where we just rode this up here. And then if anybody entered right here, you made a nice 3% right there as well. But this is not what I want to talk about. I want to take a look at the daily chart and talk about what I am waiting for, because I see some very exciting things happen. I was concerned, guys. I was very concerned looking at this daily chart, and things might not be as bad as I thought. Let's put on our Market Cipher A. And as you can see, this is our 21 EMA right here. At least I think. Let me just double check and make sure this is the 21 EMA. I want this to be ribbon 5. Here we go. This is our 21 EMA. And on Friday, the last time I looked at this chart, we were like down here. We were like right here. Looked like we were going to have a massive close below this 21 EMA. Everyone was freaking out because of the stock market sell-off. And to be honest with you guys, we'll find out what happens on Monday when the stock market opens back up. But over the weekend and today, which is a new day now, we're about 3 hours into the new day, we are getting a massive bounce off of this 21 EMA, which is really nice to see. It's really nice to see. We have these two giant wicks to the downside here, which is basically showing us that the buyers are not going to let the sellers push the price down any further. They tried, and these two giant wicks are telling us that they failed. Of course, we're going to learn all about candlestick patterns in the course. If you guys have not signed up for that, shoot me an email if you're interested. But this is looking pretty good. And check out Market Cipher B. We are printing another green trigger wave on Market Cipher B on the daily time frame. Of course, guys, this will not be confirmed for another 21 hours. We will have to wait and see. But I'm keeping my eye on this because if this green trigger wave does confirm on the daily, if it does, I'm going to be watching real close this 4-hour time chart, because as soon as this money flow crosses over from red into blue, into green, and let's say we come up like this, and then we come back down, and we print another tight green trigger wave right here, and if our money flow is crossed into the blue, I'm going long, and I'm going long like big time, looking to hold it for a number of weeks. And I also posted this in the Discord. Basically what we're waiting for, guys, is we're waiting for the Market Cipher B on the 4-hour chart for this red money flow index to cross over into the blue. And when it crosses into the blue and we get a green dot on the 4-hour, that to me is a signal to go long and stay long, as long as the daily chart has confirmed bullish on Market Cipher B. So if we go back in time right here to the end of January, we can see just that. Let's zoom in here. We can see we were right, so we're kind of right here currently. We're in a situation kind of like this, where we're starting to print some nice green dots on Market Cipher B on the 4-hour. We're starting to see the money flow cross up from the red into the green. And right here on January, if we had entered right here, the first trigger wave on Market Cipher B on the 4-hour, after the money flow had crossed from the red into the green, we could have held this for like 3 weeks and been in massive profit. I know a lot of us did. I know I was in a long for about 3 weeks right there. Made about 70% on that. But guys, keep in mind, we can only do this. We can only do this strategy if the daily time frame is also confirming bullish. So if this green trigger wave can maintain bullish, you know, that's a very good sign to enter long. Last time we got something similar to that, you know, last 2 times we got something similar to that, we had massive moves up. We had a 120% move up, and then it happened again, and we had a, you know, about a 70% move up. So that's what I am keeping my eyes on, guys, and I'm very happy to see Bitcoin trading over that 21 exponential moving average, because this is just a very good sign. Look at what happens every time we cross up above that 21 EMA. It's a really good sign. So is that what's happening now? Kind of looks like it. Let's take a look at the chat, see what you guys have to say. Jason, you said go long when below the 60 and short when above the 60. Can you elaborate on that further? Yes, let me elaborate on that further. So when we're looking at Market Cipher B, there's going to be 2 white lines. There's one right here. Let me make this bigger because I know my resolution sucks, guys. There's a line right here. Let me zoom out and go to the 4-hour. This is the negative 60 line right here, and this is the 60 line right up here. So if we get a wave below this, that's a very powerful anchor wave. If we get a wave above this, that's also a very powerful anchor wave. And the reason it's the negative 60 is because this right here is a 0 line, and this is an oscillator, and it's oscillating between positive numbers and negative numbers. And these 2 lines, the 60 and the negative 60, are acting as key areas where we should take note if momentum gets that high or that low, because it usually signals that there's going to be some kind of reversal. And again, guys, when we're looking at Market Cipher B, we want to look at it as a whole entity. We don't want to just look at it as waves. Yeah, we definitely don't just want to look at it as waves. Let me come in here, guys, and real quick, just turn off some of the RSIs and turn off the VWAP as well, just so that you guys can see this a little bit more clearly here. Oops, I turned them back on. Let me turn off the RSI and the VWAP and just kind of show you guys, when we're looking at Market Cipher B, we can see what the market is going to do before it actually happens. Before the market actually moves, we can see what's going to happen. And the reason is because, check it out, if we just draw and connect all the red dots together, right, we can kind of see what's happening in the market before it even happens. Like, check it out. We were seeing the market come down right here while price was still going up right here. Do you guys see this? If we were drawing on Market Cipher B, we knew the market was coming down before it came down. This is why Market Cipher is so powerful. If we zoom out and just look at this thing as a whole entity, right here, Market Cipher B coming down, price coming up, money flow coming down on Market Cipher B. We can tell what's going to happen before it happens. That's why it's so powerful. So we're looking at the 4-hour time frame right now, and when we see things happening on the 4-hour time frame, that's when we dial into a lower time frame and find ourselves a good entry. So right now, we can kind of see things seem to be coming back up. They seem to be coming back up. Let's see what happens with this money flow right here. I'm waiting for this money flow to turn blue. As soon as this money flow turns blue, guys, I am seriously looking to enter a long-term long, as long as the daily is also bullish, because last time we had the money flow crossover right here, you know, off to the races. So let me remove all these drawings here. And let me put Market Cipher B back with the RSIs and all that. So I want to talk about a few things, guys. I want to talk about how to enter a trade. Adam Duran, interested in the course. Okay, guys, just so you know, I am offering a trading course that is going to walk you through everything you need to know about trading. I have the information right here, actually. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but let me just open up a new notepad here and make it bigger so that you guys can see what we are going to be covering. Basically, this is for new traders, and it's also going to specifically work with Market Cipher. This is, if you're new to trading, this is going to give you a systematic approach, a very methodological approach to trading, where it's going to walk you through step by step what you need to know, what you need to look for, how to read the charts, and then how to use Market Cipher to basically win the majority of your trades. So everything from how to read and customize trading view to talking about price action, trends, trend lines, time frames, support and resistance, moving averages. We're going to be talking about Fibonacci. We're going to be talking about common patterns that you can trade. We're going to be going over some basic trading indicators, all right, and how to find good indicators, because I use indicators that are not Market Cipher. I'm going to tell you guys what to look for in an indicator. Then we're going to do a really intense overview of Market Cipher. We're going to show you how to use Market Cipher in order to start winning trades. We're going to go over some more advanced indicators. We're going to talk about shorting, longing. We're going to talk about margin and leverage. We're going to talk about fees and all that, stop losses, take profits. We're going to talk about how to create your own winning strategy, and I'm going to give you guys example strategies that you can use. Take all the knowledge that you've learned and actually put it into practice. Very tangible system that I'm going to give you guys, and then obviously you can take that and tweak it to your own liking. We're going to go over risk management, psychology, a whole bunch of stuff. If you are interested in this course, I will drop my email into the chat here. Volume is low. Is the volume low for you guys? Is the mic volume low for y'all? It's also in the description of the video, guys, but if you email me here, I will send you the information for the course. You guys can sign up there, and you'll get access to the Discord as well, where I do post potential trades, like this one right here that we did on Friday. It was a nice little scalp trade, right? Trading off the 4-hour and the 24-minute time frame. We saw a good entry in here. We got all our confirmations. We got the green trigger wave on the 4-hour, and then we got a money flow crossover on the 24-minute, and we printed a nice little green trigger wave there. We entered that trade. We ended up coming all the way up. This is halfway through the trade. This is the first resistance level that we came through. We ended up coming all the way up to this level, almost hit 50K. It was a nice little scalp trade. I know a lot of you guys were here for that. This is a great Discord, guys. I mean, even if you don't pay for the course, there's still a really nice Discord in here where people are just sharing their TA, sharing their ideas. A lot of good ideas in here. Like, seriously, guys, you guys are awesome. A lot of great trading ideas. Look, somebody spotted this nice little trigger wave here on the 4-hour. So if you're new to Market Cipher, honestly, guys, join the Discord, the free Discord, even if you don't want to sign up for the course, because there's so much awesome conversation going on in here. All right, so I want to talk about how to enter trades. Like, I want to talk about entering trades that maybe are not part of my specific strategies that I have outlined on my YouTube channel, because in the Discord it seems that some people get confused about when I will actually enter a trade, because in my videos I talk about making sure to wait for all of your confirmations. Make sure to wait for all of your confirmations before you enter a trade, but then people see that I'm entering a trade without waiting for the confirmations that I've outlined in my trading strategies. Well, the thing is, guys, I don't just trade with one or two strategies. I have a lot of different things that I will look for. And what I like to do is I like to find confluence. I like to find confluence where I use basic technical analysis, just basic simple things, guys. Trend lines, support and resistance, moving averages. And then if you combine that with Market Cipher B, you're pretty much guaranteed to just win many more trades than you lose. And let's just take a look here at Market Cipher B and this moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Even if we only use the 4-hour time frame, Market Cipher B, and one moving average, the 21 EMA, you can see that we would do very, very well trading. For example, the 21 EMA is a dynamic level of support and resistance. And if anybody doesn't know what support and resistance is, a support is a level that a price has a hard time breaking down below, and a resistance is the level that price has a hard time breaking above. And if you notice, when price is trading above this 21 EMA, it has a very hard time breaking down below it. Every time it tries to break below this 21 EMA, we bounce off, right? It happened many times. But if we break below this 21 EMA, then the opposite is true. Every time we try and cross back above, it's acting as resistance, meaning the price cannot cross above the 21 EMA. Now, Market Cipher A provides you with some very awesome features, and one of those features is these moving averages will actually change color. They will be white when we're in an uptrend and gray when we are in a downtrend. Now, if you ever are looking at just the 21 EMA on Market Cipher B, if you ever see when we are in an uptrend and the EMA is white, if you see a green trigger wave on Market Cipher B and simultaneously you see a bounce off of the 21 EMA, that is a great sign to go long. Look at all the times we got a green trigger wave on Market Cipher B on the 4-hour and a bounce off of the 21 EMA. It happens so many times, guys. So many times, right? This is a simple, easy way just to find decent entries, right? And again, look at all the times that we bounce off the resistance of the 21 EMA and print a red trigger wave, right? Happened a number of times. Again, right here. And this one actually had a yellow X and a red diamond, and we had a red wave right here. We had a red wave right here. I wouldn't really call this a bounce. But there's other things that we would use in addition to the EMA Market Cipher strategy. I'm just showing you guys there's different things that we can look for, and we can come up with multiple strategies in order to enter or exit a trade. Now, the last trade that I entered, and I know that this chart is really sloppy, guys, but the last trade that I entered, let me zoom in here, okay, we got on Market Cipher B, well, we got basically right here on Friday, on the 4-hour, we got a bounce off of a trend line right here, this red trend line, which we were kind of monitoring this channel that we're in right here. We're in this channel. This is kind of like the ascending channel that we're in. And I noticed that we got a bounce off of not only this trend line of the channel, but we also got a bounce off of a very key daily support level. And we got a bounce off of a trend line and a support level, and at the same time we printed a green trigger wave on the 4-hour. Okay, those are 3 bullish signs on the 4-hour. Then I came over to the 24-minute chart, and I saw right here right here, actually. I saw, let's zoom in, right where I entered the trade. Why did I enter the trade? Because take all those bullish signs from the 4-hour, and then we printed a trigger wave on the 24-minute right after the money flow had crossed, and we also came up and confirmed above the 21 EMA, which had just turned white here on Market Cipher A. So that's why I entered long there, and that's how I found that entry, because I know a lot of people were kind of late to that entry. But if you just use support resistance lines, moving averages, and combine it with what Market Cipher B tells you, you're going to find some really great entries. Now let's take a look at what Bitcoin's doing right now. And let me go to a cleaner chart for you guys here. Let's go to the daily. Let's draw some levels of support and resistance on this chart so that we can get an idea of what we think is going to happen in the future. Before we do that, let's take a look at the chat again. Ja Field, thank you so much for this super chat. Do I see ETH outperforming Bitcoin again in the short term? Looks like it's about to, based off what you said. Green dot in the 1 day. Yeah, you know, I definitely do. I mean, today Ethereum is up a lot more than Bitcoin, right? Percentage-wise. Percentage-wise, I think Ethereum is up more than Bitcoin. And you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum is looking super nice right now. I mean, we have a nice bottom right here, and we were looking a little bullish, right? We had the red diamond, but fortunately we did find a very strong support at this key daily level right here. This is a very key level of support because it was resistance from January 8th all the way to February 2nd. So this strong month-long resistance acted as support. We bounced off the support. We confirmed above the 21 EMA with a daily candle. And now we are forming another blue candle above this 21 EMA. And if we zoom into the 4-hour, we can see that it looks like money flow is crossing into the green. And look at this beautiful curvature, this beautiful, shapely, awesome curvature on Market Cipher B. Ethereum is looking super nice. And guys, I do trade Ethereum, and I am currently, believe it or not, I'm in a long. I have been in an Ethereum long since we came above this this level right here, the 1435 level. I've been in an Ethereum long. I didn't. I probably shouldn't have entered right here, guys. The reason I entered is because I didn't really stick to any rules. I just figured it's a low price to go long in Ethereum. I went long with very low leverage, and so I basically I came up, I came back down, I came up, I came back down again, and now I'm up again. So we'll see what happens. But don't. No, I shouldn't have entered that trade, guys. I entered it not based on any kind of technical analysis. I entered it because I figured we're not going to go much lower than that. And let's see what happens. But anyway, if we do our technical analysis, we can see that, you know, we have a really nice double bottom right here, money flow in the red, another awesome bottom right here, money flow in the red, another awesome trigger wave right here, which gave us this super nice run up. And, you know, as soon as this money flow curves up, what's probably going to happen is we're going to print a red wave and come back down. And we're probably going to see price come back down again and probably test this 21 EMA or so. And once we print a nice tight trigger wave right here and get a green dot while the money flow is in the blue, you know, that's where I think we're going to test our all-time high again, and then probably see Ethereum go up to $2,500. That's my target anyway. But yeah, Ja Feel, for sure, man. I think that Ethereum is primed to do some really awesome things, for sure. Just based on the chart, you know. I don't really follow fundamentals that much, guys. I really just look at the chart. I look at Market Cipher. That seems to work really well for me. Let's see here. Anyone think there will be a rejection at 51K? Yeah, let's take a look at that because let's get back to BTC. And let's close Market Cipher A for a second. Let's just draw our daily levels in here, okay? Let's actually let's even draw some weekly levels. This was a really strong weekly level. And then this was another really strong weekly level. And then this is obviously a strong level. Now let's zoom into the day. Guys, if you don't know what I'm doing here, this is called top-down analysis, where you start on a high time frame and you start to draw lines of support and resistance, basically areas where price has found sticking points. And the higher the time frame, the more powerful these areas of support and resistance are. So these are weekly, and then I'm going to go to the daily, and I'm going to change the color of my supports. Instead of making them blue, blue is going to be the weekly, and then I'll make orange the daily. Let's see. I mean, we do, honestly, right about, I would say, in this general zone, this general area of right about 51K, we have a very strong daily resistance. Because if we take a look, it was resistance right here, then it became support, support again, then resistance, 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 resistance. So we're probably, if we come up to this level right around 51K, we're definitely going to see some kind of standstill there. Now, a lot of times what I notice, and you guys will notice this too if you do your areas of support and resistance on these charts, that a lot of times Market Cipher will correspond with these areas of support and resistance. Let me show you what I mean. If we turn on Market Cipher B, this is why Market Cipher is so awesome, guys. Look at this. Just look at this. Right? We come up to this key daily level around 51K, right? It looks like we're going to break out. But Market Cipher B is telling us we're coming to the top of the momentum. We can see the wave starting to curve back under. Even before we print the red dot, we can see that we're coming to a top. So, this is how we knew this wasn't going to be a real breakout. And then, of course, we get rejected. And Market Cipher B is telling us we're going to get rejected before the price even comes down. And then, like when we broke through this support right here, when we broke through this resistance, I mean to say, Market Cipher B was not telling us that we were near a top. It was telling us we were right in the middle of the move. And we had a really thick area between the light blue and the dark blue waves. What I mean by that is if we zoom in on these waves here, we can kind of tell how close we are to a red dot printing, right? If there's a lot of room between these waves right here. You guys see this? I know my resolution sucks. If there's a lot of room between these waves, we know we still have a lot of juice left. When you start seeing the space between the light blue and the dark blue start to decrease, you know we're coming to a top or a bottom, depending on what you're looking at. So we just want to look for confluence. We want to look for things to agree. And then, support, resistance, EMA, Market Cipher B, you are golden. You are golden. Seriously. Look at this. I mean, so many things lining up when we get to a resistance level, a clear resistance level, a clear red trigger wave on Market Cipher B, right? We had an anchor and a trigger with a clear downward movement. We had a clear upward price movement, a clear bearish divergence. And then, boom, we crossed below the 21 EMA and we just short down. And it's awesome. It's awesome. And this will work on every time frame, guys, but the larger the time frame, the more reliable the signals. That's why I recommend that new traders start on higher time frames. Start on higher time frames. So let's see. We've been trading in a range here. This chart is so sloppy, guys, but I mean, this is the chart that I used to trade on. These are all the levels that I used to trade on. And as you can see, they're pretty accurate levels. I mean, the way I get these is I'm using a combination of my own eye, and then I'm also using CryptoVac, CryptoVac A. I'll talk more about that later. But I'm just using Market Cipher B, support resistance EMAs, and trend lines, and we're doing pretty well here. ADA moved up 3 cents. Nice. George Ramirez. Hey Jason, you should allow the 51st person in your course by choosing one out from a like and comment in this video. Still looking to be in your live course. Too bad I didn't FOMO in. George Ramirez. To be totally honest with you, bro, I can't because I have it set up to only take 50 people in that room. But the course that I'm currently offering right now is basically the same thing. You're going to have access to all the same content. It's just not going to be live. It's going to be pre-recorded the same day. So George, hit me up in my email. In the description of this video, my email is right here. Send me an email. Join my Discord, my free Discord. Send me an email. I'll send you information about the course. Guys, if you don't have Market Cipher and you want Market Cipher, CryptoFace is giving me a 10% discount for my peeps. I'll drop that in the chat, but it's also in the description of the video to get 10% off Market Cipher. Use that code. Yeah, Gaming Hippie, the weekends are dicey for sure. For sure. For sure. No peace, just war. I am not really a farmer. I'm more of a homesteader. So my goal is to become totally self-sufficient with God's help. So I grow lots of potatoes. I grow amaranth, which is a grain. I grow millet. I grow oats. I grow fruit, berries, apples, pears, peaches, blueberries, raspberries. Lots of vegetables, beans, lots of beans, like pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans. I grow those, big time. And then we have chickens and other livestock in the works as well. So we will see. Where's the next resistance? Brandon wants to know where the next resistance is. The next resistance is right about here, I would say, well, you could argue that we're hitting a resistance now around the 50K level. In fact, the chart that I am trading on, the next resistance I have is right around 50,500. This is the chart that I use to trade. These are my levels that I've marked out, and my next resistance is right around the 50,500 level. But keep in mind, guys, it is a weekend, and sometimes we just don't have the volume on these weekends because people like myself don't trade. But yeah, mark these things out for yourself. In fact, go down to a smaller time frame even. Like go down to the 24-minute. Let me pull up my trusty 24-minute chart. And let me just turn on, yeah, CryptoVac A is currently on right now. Let me see some levels that CryptoVac A is giving us. So CryptoVac A says we're actually at a resistance right now, a resistance that goes back to February 23rd. We had a very strong resistance, literally right where we are at right now. So if we zoom back in, and this is reliable, guys. CryptoVac A is reliable when it marks these levels. Look at this. So CryptoVac A says we're at a resistance right now. And it looks like we're having some, some slowdown right here. Like clearly, this is still being respected as a resistance level, because we have two dojis right here, and now we're trying a third attempt to break through here on the 24-minute chart. So we've kind of been stuck here for like an hour and a half, basically, almost that. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is it looks like we're printing some downward momentum on Market Cipher B on the 24-minute. So unless things change and this red dot goes away before we confirm, it looks like we're probably not going to break through this level right now, right this second. If you're still looking to get in here, I would wait until, if this red dot confirms, Wait until we cool off a little bit and print another green trigger, and that's where I would get in. When we're already in these uptrends, guys, a lot of times it's best to enter when we come to like a safe zone, right? So if we come back down to this support level, that would be a place to consider an entry. If for some reason we come all the way back down to this 21 EMA and we get a bounce off the 21 EMA, and we're printing a green trigger wave, that would be a place to look for an entry. Don't ever enter at a high, right? Don't ever enter at a resistance unless you're crypto face. Then you can do whatever the heck you want because you will always do well. But if you're not crypto face, look for those safe entries and make sure your indicators and your technical analysis are both telling you the same thing. Make sure Market Cipher and your TA up here is telling you the same thing. And when I say indicators versus TA, of course, we all know indicators are TA. They're interpreting the chart and just putting it into a visual format for you, but you guys know what I mean. Make sure your support, resistance, trend lines, patterns, moving averages, Fibonacci pulls, make sure that lines up with Market Cipher and you will be golden, guys. I'm telling you. I'm going to make more videos on this. In fact, I'm going to be making videos on my next video ideas are basically I'm going to be talking about desperation. Desperation when we're trading, how desperation is the thief of success. Because it really is. If you're desperate to make money, you're not going to be successful. I'm going to talk about how to find good trades with Market Cipher. Not specific to any strategy, just how to find good trades in general. I'm going to be talking about shorting because a lot of people have been asking me about shorting. Going to be talking about a few other things, guys. A few other things. Ash K, is this true? And how do you know? I really am curious. Ash K, please help. Please help. Imri, I am going to actually be posting an interview on my channel that I did with the creator of CryptoVac. He is the son of somebody named Super Kitty. I will actually post a link to the Super Kitty Discord in the chat. I highly recommend you guys follow Super Kitty because she is an expert at TA, and her and her son developed this indicator. If you guys go over there, they will give you a free trial for this indicator. Just tell them that Jason Casper sent you. They will give you a free trial. Some pretty cool stuff. Matthew, have I ever looked at Market Spy? Yes. Yes, I have. I am not the biggest fan. Arlo loves CryptoVac. It's so much better than Market Cipher. I really like Market Cipher B, but there's some features of CryptoVac that I enjoy, like CryptoVac A, as well as the money strength. I think are super powerful indicators. The reason I like Market Cipher B better than the CryptoVac oscillator is because I like the way it looks better, and I actually do think that the signals are more reliable, at least just in my experience. And the reason I say that is because CryptoVac will print more signals, and it will sometimes even print earlier signals, but sometimes I feel like there's too many signals, and I don't like that. Rock says, I appreciate your education, Jason. Really helped me out a lot on my mentality and confidence. That's great to hear, Rock. That's my goal here. Thoughts on Doge price a month from now? We'll take a look at Doge. Imri says, why do we use 24-minute chart? Is the switch over of what the Market Cipher algo does? I'm not sure what you mean, Imri. I'm sorry. Let's take a look at Doge. Let's take a look at Doge here. This is the weekly. Weekly's looking pretty like a bull flag, right? Let's go to the daily. Let's just draw. You know, with these altcoins, guys, it's honestly good to often just draw trend lines and see if you can find something nice here. Let's put on CryptoVac A as well. Now, CryptoVac A is telling us that there's a nice level here, a nice level here, and then a level down here. Let's zoom in a little bit more here, see if we can get any more levels marked out. It's telling us there's a level right here as well. Yeah, so let's remove Market Cipher A. Let's just draw some trend lines and see if we can find some kind of pattern that might possibly be tradable. I mean, I don't really know, guys. I don't know right now if we can really find anything. You know, we clearly had some kind of downward wedge right here. We broke out of it, but then we came back down. You know, to me, I don't really see anything here that would make me want to accumulate. I mean, I guess you could say that we have a. No, I wouldn't even call this a. Maybe you could call that a triangle, and I don't know. I don't know. When I'm looking at, see, Doge for me it's like so speculative, and it's not based on anything unless I can find a very clear pattern that tells me like we're at the bottom. Like if we ever come back down here to this area, then of course buy. The problem is, you know, I guess we could draw levels here as well, right? The problem is we don't have much confluence to tell us that we should be buying Doge. But hey, I'm no Doge expert. When I'm looking at coins that have a very low market cap, right? I'm looking for a pattern that is like very clear, right? So for example, VIDT. This is a coin that I always talk about on here. Let me remove all the drawings here. VIDT, we are clearly at a bottom, right? When we're looking to get huge pumps, guys, when we're looking for huge pumps on these small cap altcoins, we want to research our coins. This is what I like to do, and find coins that have good fundamentals, meaning it's a solid project. They have a good team behind it. They have a real world use case. It's also great if they had a pump in the past, right? And then make sure that the coin is like at its bottom. So when I'm looking at this coin, if I were to buy right here, I can be very confident that my money is not really going to decrease. I can be pretty confident we're not going to come down here, because historically this is the low. This is literally the low. This is the weekly time frame. So I can accumulate down at these lows, and then we can simply just draw a giant like triangle that's waiting to break out. And once it breaks out, what do? We just set take profit levels at every kind of resistance that we can kind of draw out here. Right here, another one here, then the all-time high. And when this breaks out, just take a little profit on the way up. This is how I like to make these big altcoin moves. And you know, if we retest this all-time high, guys, that's 815%. And you know, if we're really going to enter into like a crazy crypto bull market, you know, if I pull out my fib on this, right, and we take it from the top of the move to the bottom of the move, you know, our next fib target after we reach that other all-time high is, you know, the 1.618. That's a 1,500%, and then the next Fibonacci target would be, you know, 2,000%, which is totally not unheard of for these small cap altcoins. Now look at these fib targets, guys. Look at these fib targets. And there's no risk. There's no risk. Well, I shouldn't say there's no risk. What I should say is that there's very low risk, because if you're buying this now, you can be pretty confident that we're not going to go down. But, you know, we might end up getting like 4,000% on this. So if you just put like $1,000 into, that's what I do. I load up bags on these tiny alts. If you, well, oh man, does this ever happen to you guys? I load up my coins on these tiny alts after I research them and feel like they're a good project. And then I just say, okay, I'll put $1,000 in here. Worst case scenario, it goes down a little bit. Best case scenario, it goes up 4,000%. What do I have to lose? And another coin that I was invested in and still am and have taken some profits off is SOUL. Look at what happened. Same deal with SOUL. We had the same kind of pattern. We had a previous all-time high. All I did was draw a triangle on here. I bought at the lows when we were down here, and then I took profit at this breakout. We came back down. Looks like we retested this triangle, and now we're breaking out again. So, you know, my next area to take profit is going to be up here, and then up here at the all-time high. And then, you know, again, you just pull out your fib from the top of the move to the bottom of the move, and look at the potential gains with this, guys. Look at the potential gains. I mean, it's crazy, but this is how altcoins work. Like, we're talking like, you know, 2,500%. So, I don't know much about Doge. I've never taken it seriously, and I obviously, in hindsight, maybe I should have. But if you're looking to make some huge profits, research these low-cap altcoins. There's tons of information out there on the internet about these low-cap altcoins. Join some discords where people are talking about potential altcoin gems. Do your own research. Buy at the bottom. Hold and take profit during the pumps. Let's see. Jeff Ulrich, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. What are my thoughts on TYPE? Their project seems to have come far since they began in 2017. Still cheap. Let's take a look at TYPE. Let's take a look at that. I can't find it. Did I spell that right? Let's see. I did. Let me see. You know, I don't see it here. I've actually never heard of it. I was going to take a look at the chart and see if it was had some pumpability there. I'm sorry, Jeff, but thank you for the super chat, man. I thank you for that. Thank you very much. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to take all these super chats. I'm going to buy Bitcoin with them, and then I'm going to do a Bitcoin giveaway. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like, please, guys. If you smash the like, it will appreciate that. They are on Binance. Okay. They're on Binance. Let me see if I can log into Binance here. Oh wait, is the pair, Jeff? Is it a Bitcoin only pair, or can I do USDT also? Yeah, guys, smash the like. We have 77 likes with 255 viewers. Come on, guys, just give it a like, give it a smash. 90, thank you. Thanks for the 90. Jeff doesn't think it's a Bitcoin pair. Okay, well here, let me Google it. Let me Google it on CoinMarketCap. You guys can see all my windows on here. This is super unprofessional. I'm the most unprofessional YouTuber. That's fine. I'm happy about that. I am. Wow, it only has a $500,000 market cap, huh? Oh, here we go on TradingView. Let me copy this and put it into my real trading view here, because I like, what the heck? What the heck? All right, we'll do it on CoinMarketCap. Let's see, the daily. It's not looking like anything here. Huh. It says that this ticker doesn't exist. Maybe it doesn't exist yet. Here's the thing, guys. I can't because I don't know anything about the fundamentals. I can't do any TA on it. But if you think it has a lot of potential there, Jeff, it can't hurt, especially now since it's getting beaten down a little bit. By the dip, right? If you think it's got pump potential. I wish I could give you more commentary on it, man, but if I don't have a chart, there's really no way for me to draw out any kind of plan for trading this thing. Let's see what else. Scott is longing at 49,400. Do I think it will break the 50K resistance line? Oh, Tim Dunn, thank you that Coinbase has some info on type. Okay. All right. Let me answer, do I think we'll break the 50K resistance line? Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what the charts are telling us, and see what Market Cipher B is telling us. Market Cipher B is telling us that we have some short-term downward momentum on the 24-minute, okay? So I would not long here. I would not long here. It looks like, for the past 2 hours, we have not been able to break this, and we are printing a red dot, meaning the momentum's coming down. So in the short term, I would be surprised if we broke through this. I mean, anything is possible, right? If we take a look, and let's look at some larger time frames, the 1 hour. The 1 hour looks like we're coming to the top of a momentum wave. We got 2 hours of rejecting off of this resistance. I can't say in the short term, doesn't look like we're going to break through in the short term. In the long term, yeah, we might actually reject off of this 50K support, come down back to our previous support at the 49.4 level, which is where somebody in the chat just said they're going to long. That would be a great entry, right? If we print a red trigger wave up here, we cool off a little bit, maybe come down and print. If we print like a tight green trigger wave in here, that'd be an awesome entry, and then we'd probably have enough juice to smash through that 50K level. The 4 hour is bullish, so, because the 4 hour is bullish, as long as that 4 hour remains bullish on Market Cipher B, you just got to look for a good entry on these lower time frames. The 2 hour, 2 hours looking good, bullish. 3 hours looking good, 4 hours looking good, 6 hour, 6 hour looking good. 6 hours looking good. So, yeah, I think in the longer term, within the next few hours, we could bust through there. Clearly, we're having a little rejection off of there, but because the higher time frames are confirmed bullish, even the 8 hour guys is printing a really nice green trigger wave. Yeah, it would not surprise me if we smash through that, but look for a good entry. Look for a good entry. And a good entry would probably be the 49.4 level, or this 21 EMA even on the 24-minute chart. I love to enter on the 24-minute chart, right? If we come back down and, we fall down, we dip below this 21 EMA a little bit, right? That'd be a great entry. And then we could ride it back to at least this 50K resistance, and then probably past there to maybe like the 51 area. That's my next level that I have marked out there. And honestly, yeah, I think that's a good level to shoot for, that 51K level. That's just what I think. Somebody mentioned something. Upward flag on the 30-minute chart. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. Huh. I'm not sure I see it here. Unless we're not talking about Bitcoin, unless we're talking about something else, and I missed it. Somebody had mentioned, oh, White Phoenix, cool. I'm glad that you checked out Super Kitty. Somebody mentioned up here that whales are trading against Market Cipher indicator, and is that true? And if it is true, how do you know? I forget who said that. Somebody, maybe Alex? Oh, Ash K, right. Ash K. You're in the Discord group. Okay. Message me, Ash K, because I'm curious about this, okay? Bitcoin to the moon. Guys, smash the like button, please. Smash the like. If you smash the like, I will... I don't know. Can't think of anything. Brandon, what did you miss? Well, Bitcoin is at a short-term resistance right up here, and basically, because the 4 hour is bullish, the 6 hour, the 8 hour are bullish, we should wait for a little cool off here, maybe come back down to this support at 49,400 level, or maybe to retest the 21 moving average on some of these lower time frames, and then look for a good entry, perhaps. Yeah, we also talked about how Bitcoin is on the daily chart starting to look super bullish again. If we pull up Market Cipher B, good old Market Cipher B, we can see that we are printing a green trigger wave again. And historically, whenever we print these green trigger waves, it means a very large move is coming up. I'm looking, if this green trigger wave confirms on the daily, I am looking for a long-term swing trade on the 4 hour, just like I posted about in the Discord over here. I posted about this. If you guys are signed up for the course, you can check out my trades that I post in here, like this one we did on Friday right here, where we made a nice little scalp where we entered right here at like 47,800, and we ended up riding this thing all the way up to like 49K, just based off Market Cipher B and some support and resistance lines. This is the long-term swing trade I'm looking to enter, where I am waiting for the daily Market Cipher B to confirm bullish, and then I am waiting for the 4 hour chart to give us a money flow crossover on Market Cipher B and a really tight trigger wave, and then we're off. We're going to the moon, y'all. We're going to the moon. Guys, this Discord is free. Not this Discord. Where I post my trades, you guys have to sign up for the course. If you want to sign up for the course, I'm offering a course that basically goes through trading. If you're a new trader, it'll teach you everything you need to know to start becoming successful, from how to read a chart to how to use Market Cipher. And if you're interested in that course, shoot me an email. I will put the email in the chat, and it's also in the description of this video. And also, guys, if you want to get 10% off Market Cipher, you can use my affiliate link, and CryptoFace hooked it up for my peeps. Get 10% off if you use that code. Epsilon wants to know, if we are not good with TA and still use Market Cipher alone, will that give us decent gains? Here's the thing. Yes, but it's best to know basic TA. And Epsilon, I highly recommend you learn basic TA, man. There's so much info out there on the internet. Just even if you just learn support, resistance, moving averages, and trend lines, those 3 things alone will help you immensely. Because then what you can do is you can look at the chart, draw your TA, and then look down to Market Cipher, and if everything agrees, then you know you're going to enter a good trade. You know? Scott Konishi, not enough volume to break 50K right now. You're absolutely right. We're heading into some downward momentum. Look for a lower entry if you're looking to keep riding this thing long. Somebody was offering Market Cipher for free. Oh, Lewis, thank you. Was it the real Market Cipher or a ripoff? Because I know there's a lot of ripoffs out there. Thank you, Lewis, for being here. Yeah, I recommend you guys learn TA. And honestly, I'm not obviously. So the thing is, guys, I really don't care if you take my course or not. I really don't care. But the course that I am offering is going to walk you guys through some good TA, some meaty TA. We're going to go over a lot of stuff. And we're also going to incorporate how to use Market Cipher. So it's made for people who are trading with Market Cipher. It's basically going to teach you guys to trade the way I trade, which is I do my basic TA, I use Market Cipher, I find agreement between my TA and Market Cipher, and I enter a trade, and it is awesome. It is awesome. It really is. Market Cipher B, it's the best, Christopher Welsh. Our crypto journey, it's a video course. Our crypto journey. So basically, I was doing a live stream course for 50 people. It's all filled up. So now what I'm doing is everyone else who wants to be a part of the course will just have access to the videos after they are recorded live, and I'll just put them in the Discord, and they'll be like private videos for people in the Discord to watch, along with like all the other PDFs and stuff that I'm going to be showing along with the course. Yeah, stimulus passed today, right? We might see some money flow, you know. The printing presses are good for crypto, right? They're good for crypto. Well, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Sometimes stimulus doesn't really do anything to the market because you can't just print money out of thin air, but we shouldn't talk about that. All right, guys. I think I'm going to be heading out pretty soon. Yeah, thank you, Biden, for the stimulus. I love Biden. I love him. I love him as a human. I love all humans. Yes, Willy Blanco. Last 2 stimuluses didn't do anything for the market. You're right. You're right. So, yeah, I know what I'm doing with that stimulus. I'm just going to buy crypto. I'm going to buy Dogecoin with the stimulus. Sure thing, Scott. Scott wants to know how much money do I trade each time? 10% of bankroll depends on the chart. Scott, here's the thing, man. I never risk more than 5% of my account. Meaning this. If I am going to enter a trade, okay, let's say I put 100% of my bankroll on a trade, and I'm going to go long right here. I'm going to make sure that my stop loss is no more than 5%, okay? That way I'm not risking more than 5% on any one trade. Now, if I'm going to use half my account, then I have 10% to play around with my stop loss. I could move my stop loss down to this last support line and even a little bit below it to give me more playing room. If I know for sure, you know, on the daily chart we're going to keep going up, but I know we might have some volatility, you know, I would not put 100% of my bankroll into this trade because I want to have more playing room with my stop loss. Or maybe, you know, I would do 25% of my whole account into the trade, and then that gives me even more playing room with my stop loss, right? I could have more playing room. So that's how you would deal with that. And 5% is very liberal, very liberal. Speaking of Joe Biden and stimulus, I love Joe Biden, by the way. Joe, if you're listening to this, I love you. So keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing. All right. But all jokes aside, guys, a very liberal amount is 5%. A more conservative amount, right? Like my boy, the Donald, right? If you're more conservative, right? Like my boy, the Donald, then you would use only risk maybe 1% of your account. Okay, and then if you had a 100% of your account in the trade, you would have a 1% stop loss. But you know, obviously, I would recommend putting less of your account onto the trade so that you can have a larger stop loss and only risk 1%. 1% is very conservative, especially if you're new. It's really the way to go. It's the gold standard. In these crypto markets where there's all these gains potential and all blah blah blah, you know, I risk 5%. That's what I do. If I lose 5% of my account, you know, I'm pretty confident I can make it back. I really don't enter that many losing trades anymore, guys. I really don't. You know, I've shown my Bybit account on my channel, you know, where I've won 19 out of 21 trades in a row. So I risk more. That's just what I do. But y'all do what y'all want. Hiding Biden. Biden has Alzheimer's. No, he doesn't have Alzheimer's. He's just intellectually handicapped, all right? How is he president? Trump 2024. A profile. I ruined America. Let's see. Rolling your 401k into Bitcoin. You know, that's a great idea. You know what's interesting, guys? It's so funny. This is hilarious. So, my wife, she was a school teacher. She was a school teacher for almost 8 years, and she quit her job so that we could come and become homesteaders out here on the land and live off the land. That's what we want to do with God's help. And we took out her pension. And she even had some 401k. She had like all this like government accounts, and we just took it all out. We had to pay massive amounts of taxes. We took it all out, and we just bought Bitcoin. And our accountant, so funny, man, he sat me down, and he like took me into another room and begged me not to do it. He's like, please, you guys are stupid. You have to think about your future. Think about your kids. Blah blah blah. We took it out. We put it in Bitcoin. Best decision ever. Best decision. Jason Brown, how long did it take me to complete those 21 trades? About 3 weeks. About 3 weeks. Thanks, A Profile, for liking and subscribing. Biden is the slow internet. Oh, man. God bless you, Jagged Mountain. Seriously. God is good. God has been so merciful to me my whole life, guys. I am humbled by it. I really am. Yeah, for sure, Adam Duran. For sure. Yeah, it's a good story, right? It's so funny. And the funny thing is I still have that accountant, and he now says, you know what, Jason, that was a good move on your end, and now he wants me to tell him about Bitcoin. He wants me to tell him about Bitcoin. Yeah. Check the comment about the green dot and the 30-minute. Joshua Dunbar. I don't see it, man. Let's hope for a green dot in like 4 hours time on a 30-minute chart. Yeah, for sure. That's what we were talking about before. Like, we're waiting for a little cool off here, and then and then it would be a great time to look for an entry. So like I like the 24-minute chart better than the 30-minute. But look at this, Market Cipher telling us what to do, right? We got to stand still here at a resistance. Market Cipher is telling us we're going down, so it keeps you from FOMOing in. And then, once we come down, maybe we'll bounce off the 49.4 level. Maybe we'll come down and test this EMA. Maybe we'll even come down and hit 48,900 again. But then if we print a nice green dot on the 24-minute or one of those lower time frames, guys, and the 4 hours still bullish and the 3 hours still bullish, I mean, the 3 hours looking super nice right now, then yeah, that could be a good long entry. Just make sure you have confluence between your TA and Market Cipher. Yeah, for sure. Oh no, the green dot's gone on the 24-hour, huh? The daily green dot is gone? It's still here for me. Are you using Heiken Ashi or regular? Heiken Ashi, it's still there for me. Heiken Ashi, it's still there for me. That's a new single I'm working on, guys, with my my rap group. Willie Blanco wants to know what Market Cipher SR is. Adam Duran short? Yeah, I mean you could short if you want to do a little tiny scalp, but you might have honestly, I mean, personally, like, I would have shorted at the resistance, and we're already come down a little from there, so I'm cautious. I'm cautious with the shorts. I don't want to end up with my shorts down around my ankles, because everyone would laugh at me. Everyone would laugh at me if my shorts were around my ankles. A Profile says, "Stop my rap group, bro. You'd be surprised, man. We have some major record label interest right now. Some major record label interest. DJ Wrecked. Yeah. Guys, smash the like. Smash the like button. Smash the like. You know what I'm going to do? One of these days, guys, I am going to do a Bitcoin giveaway one of these days. All the super chats I get, I'm going to buy Bitcoin with them and then give that Bitcoin away. How do you go about taking partial profits in an open position in Bybit without getting killed in fees? Limit, market, conditional, limit. Guys, I prefer to do conditional limit orders to take partial profits in Bybit. That's the best. But if it's like if you're coming up to a resistance and you want to get that price right there, then I would do a conditional market. That's my take on that. 858 RLTR wants to know, what's the significance of the 24-hour chart sign bull emoji? Yeah, let me talk about the significance of the 24-hour chart. So the daily chart gives very accurate signals, right? Because the daily time frame is small enough where we can really see the fluctuation in price, right? It's not like the weekly chart where we can't really see much detail. But the daily chart gives us a lot of detail, and most people, when they're looking at an asset, will look at the daily chart only, right? And if we are looking at a 21-day moving average, this really gives us a clear idea of whether or not we are still in a bull trend or a bear trend. And especially with Market Cipher A, guys, as long as this 21 EMA is white, that's signifying that we're still in a bull trend. If we end up seeing a gray daily EMA, that's signifying, we're in a really bearish trend. So like back here, in like March of 2020, didn't something strange happen back in March 2020, about a year ago? Something, I forget what happened, but we came below the 21 EMA after a nice little uptrend, and we dropped below it, and that started a bear market. That started a bearish market where we dropped 65%. Sheesh. So basically, this daily chart is very significant when it comes to telling us what the future is going to be for Bitcoin, especially when we go and we turn on Market Cipher B up in her. You know, when we look at Market Cipher B, it pretty much is super accurate. We print one of these trigger waves on Market Cipher B, boom, we're going up for like a month, right? Print a trigger wave on Market Cipher B, kaboom, going up for like a month, right? Print a trigger wave on Market Cipher B, even above that 60 line, we're still heading up, right? And back in the day, you know, even when we were technically in a downtrend, right here where we were below this EMA, when we printed this this bottom on Market Cipher B on the daily, you know, even when the market was cool like this, we still ended up going up like, you know, 8% in a week. And then over the course of a month or so, we ended up going like 37, you know, 50%. So the daily, that's where it's at. The daily is where it's at. I mean, if you see some good signals on the daily chart, even if you just trade that daily chart, go make some profits. Go make some profits, y'all. Guys, smash the like button. Oh, sorry, man. Thank you for the super chat. You meant the 24-minute chart. What's the significance of the 24-minute chart? Well, here's the thing, guys. You know, I'm not a mathematician over here, right? I'm not a mathematician. I'm not. But let's do a little math, okay? Let's do some calculus. About to do some calculus for you guys. 60 times 4 is 240, okay? 240 minutes. That's a 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart divided by 10 is the 24-minute chart. Now, I have been noticing, and other people in the actually somebody else in the Discord brought this to my attention. When we're dealing with multiples of 10, okay? If you take a larger time frame and divide it by 10, those two time frames tend to work very well together. For example, the 60-minute and the 6-minute, or perhaps the 120-minute and the 12-minute. And that's why I use the 24-minute chart so much, because I feel like they're more compatible with each other. And I don't know, you know, like I said, I'm not a calculus major. I'm not a mathematician over here. I'm not a rocket scientist, right? I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not even any kind of scientist. Not at all. Not at all. No, I haven't done any kind of science since since honors physics in 11th grade. And the only reason I passed that class is because, unfortunately, back then, guys, I hate to admit it, but I copied off my friend Justin. Yeah, he sat behind me, and I literally copied all his homework. I copied all his labs, and I failed every test, and that's how I passed the class. I passed the class because all my labs were perfect because I copied Justin. All my homework was perfect because I copied Justin. And I got like 30s on all the tests, and that averaged out to like a C-, and I passed. That's how I did it, guys. So I'm not a scientist, but that's why I used the 24-minute chart. But I was a different person back then, guys. Different person back then. Yes, DZ meeting. I was a cheater back then. Yes, I was. But I am no longer. Sure thing, 858 RLTR. Yeah, hit the like button. Make this channel go to the moon. Let's have this channel hit 50K subs at the same time Bitcoin hits 50K, right? Let's get 100K subs at the same time Bitcoin gets to 100K. Yeah, Christopher Welch, Market Cipher, that daily, yes, this daily trigger wave right now does not look the best, does it? You know, so that's why I'm keeping my eye. Keep your eye on it. And if it confirms green and it stays green and we get a green money flow on the 4-hour chart where this red money flow wave starts to, and it looks like it's curving up, right? If this curves up and turns green, and if this comes up here and gives us a nice humpy wave and then comes down here and gives us a nice trigger wave and the money flow is in the green, man, that's going to be a good entry. Man, that's going to be good. I'm telling y'all. Telling y'all. And again, this is not financial advice. If you listen to anything I say, not only will you lose all your crypto, but you will lose all your fiat. You will lose your house, You will lose your car. You will lose all your friends. You will lose all your possessions. You will lose your cell phone. You will lose your keys, and you'll have to look for them all over the house 3 times. Finally, you found them. They were underneath the couch cushion. Even though you already looked there 3 times, they were under there somehow. So don't listen to anything I say. This is not financial advice. Trader 1, where's the target for tonight? Where's that target for tonight? Trader 1 wants to know. Target for tonight, guys. Smash the like button. Target for tonight. Well, clearly we're rejecting off this resistance right here. People don't know that. That's French for resistance. But really, we don't have another key level until like the 50,400. So if we cool down on this these lower time frames here and print another green trigger wave on the lower time frame, I like the 24-minute, but you do you. Yeah, I would say the next place we're going to hit is 50,400, and then after that, 51K would be my next level based on my technical analysis. Yeah, maybe right around that 51K level. Yeah. Oh, my wife just texted me. Okay. Maybe I should get off of here kind of soon. But yeah, I should probably get off of here soon, guys. It's pretty late. A profile wants 45K so that they can buy in. Yeah, 45K, that would be super nice, right? We had our chances. But people were scared. People were scared back then at the 45K level. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here. Yeah, people were freaking out back then, but that would have been a really good entry. And Market Cipher, kind of told us to buy it. It told us on the 4-hour that we hit a bottom there, right? We had a really nice anchor wave with this big old green globe. And there were a lot of great long opportunities in here, guys. I mean, really. The problem is, in hindsight, we can see these things, but when they happen, these big bottoms don't necessarily mean we're going to go back up. But if you're a swing trader, not a swing trader, but a long-term buyer and hodler, 45K would have been awesome. And a lot of people still think we could come back and test that 40K level. I mean, right here, I thought we were going to come back down and test 40K. I really thought that. I really did. So who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Tomorrow's a Sunday. It's a weekend. Things tend to go crazy on weekends. Our Crypto Journey wants to know if I have any kind of other place to contact me. I do not. I'm only on Discord and YouTube for now. Do I grow cannabis on my homestead? I do not. But I do grow hydroponics in the basement. I grow kale, chard, whole bunch of stuff down there in the basement. Market Cipher on daily and 4-hour looks to show a flawless long entry right now. Have you seen it? Nick Ruiz, yeah, man. I mean, I'm waiting for things to confirm, bro. I am waiting for things to confirm. That's the thing. So be careful. It definitely could be a super awesome long entry. It really could be. And I do not deny that. In fact, it would not be a bad time if you were going to enter a swing long to enter, right? But, and this is a big but, there are some red flags. Number 1, money flow index in the red on the 4-hour. Okay, historically, we wait until the money flow index is in the blue and the green to enter long because that's when it's confirmed that we're back into the uptrend. Also, the daily has not confirmed. Okay, look at what happened just recently, right? We had a green trigger wave on the daily, but then what happened? Turned red. So you could have still entered here, and I mean, we would be in a little profit right now if we had entered on this last green trigger. The thing is, we've been trading kind of sideways in this range for a while, and I don't like to enter swing longs where I'm looking to hold for 3 weeks until the daily confirms and then the 4-hour confirms by money flow turning blue and then giving me another trigger wave. Now, I understand I could miss out on part of the move. I understand that. But when money flow is in the red on the 4-hour, I enter short-term longs. I treat them like scalps where I'm monitoring them. Once this money flow turns green on the 4-hour, I will buy and just hold that position for a long time. And if my, and I'll have a nice big old stop loss to play around with, and I'll just hold that. But yeah, Nick, not a bad time to enter if you're feeling a little risque. But I try to keep my risque to the minime, if you know what I'm saying. Were all the random bears who were screaming Bitcoin would hit 40K before bouncing to 50 plus? George Lista wants to know. Let me tell you, George, it's still possible. The reason all those bears were saying that is because if we come over here, man, my charts are so sloppy, guys. I can't believe you guys are even watching this. Maybe I need to start getting better internet, I know. If we look at just historically at these Bitcoin dumps during these during these bull markets, they dump about 30%, and so people were expecting a perfect 30% correction back down to the 40K because it would perfectly retest that previous all-time high, right? And then it would allow a lot of cooling off time for the NUPL indicator on Glassnode to cool off and all this. Who's to say? Because here's the thing, guys. We need to keep this in mind, but we have a lower low, a lower high. It looks like we're coming up to form a higher high, but we can't say that's true yet because we have 20 hours more left on the day. We could come back down and form a lower low. It could take us some time to do that. It could so we just got to be careful. We can't jump into anything too quick. That's why I'm so cautious when it comes to entering my long positions, because I would rather have slightly less of the move, knowing that I'm going to be in profit, than try and get in as early as possible and potentially end up in a loss. Now, I'm talking about swing trading. Scalping, obviously, short-term trading, you want to get in as early as possible. All right, y'all. Guys, I'm going to have to get out of here soon, but please smash the like button. Give it a smash. Like he bangs the drums 01 with all his gorilla emojis in the chat. Take your gorilla emojis and have them smash the like button. George Lista, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm a hodler. But I will short and long my trading account, but I hodl. How long are my scalps usually? Jason Brown wants to know. A few hours, man. Like, honestly, I'm not a scalper. Like, I use that term very loosely. My scalps are like, a few hours. Usually like an hour to maybe 2 or 3. Or maybe more. Thank you, George. It really depends. Usually what I do, Jason Brown, is I will enter a trade on a really good entry that I find. I will ride it up to the first take profit level. Then I will take some profit out. I will move my stop loss to break even. So no matter what happens, I will win the trade. And then I just let it ride. And if it goes up higher, I take some more profit out. And I just let it ride. Yo, John Jones, 40K incoming. Get your shorts down. Yeah, I'm pulling my shorts down. I am. Yeah. Does the 4-hour, 24-minute also work for ETH? Yeah, but I like to tweak it, guys. I like to tweak it. Tweak it for different coins. All right, guys, I am going to head out. Again, if you want to sign up for the trading course, I'm going to drop my email in the chat one more time. Hit me up there. I'll give you the details. It's really for new traders, right? So if you're new to trading, this is for you. We're going to go over everything from start to finish. We're going to go over how to use Market Cipher. We're going to go over how to come up with your own strategy. I'm going to give you my own trading strategies that I use. You'll get access to my Discord where we talk about potential trade setups like this one that we posted on Friday. That was a really nice trade. It's a really nice entry. We wrote that up, pretty nice. And right here, this was it when it was about half over. We ended up taking it from about 47,850 to about 49K for a nice little move there. So yeah, I don't post all my trades in here, but if ever I see a really nice trade and I'm on my computer and I'm going to take it, I will post it in here and keep you guys posted on how it's going and stuff. Also, my ideas here, like that I'm looking for my swing trades. I'm telling you guys exactly what I'm looking for, exactly where I'm looking to enter, exactly what I'm waiting for to happen. You'll get access to all this as well as some awesome discussion rooms where, man, there's so much awesome stuff in here. People like just sharing ideas about Market Cipher. I've learned so much from people in here. People making bots, people showing their TA, discussing things with each other, drawing, the Elliott wave butt pooping on the chart. Like you guys can't get this stuff anywhere else. Okay, the Elliott wave poop is definitely only in the Jason Casper Discord. So look, people posting about the strategy right here where they're waiting for their confirmations on the strategy that I posted about, guys, on my YouTube channel right here. Check this out. Market Cipher trading strategy, win every trade. This is a really awesome strategy, guys. I use it in this bull market to win a lot. And this is my scalping strategy right here. Pretty cool as well. And then, yeah, some good content on here. Obviously, I say it's good because I made it. But, guys, this is content that I made. I wish that I had when I first started trading because it really, this is basically the distillation of everything that I have learned over the past number of years studying this stuff. And I've fallen into my own style of trading. And so I'm just sharing that with y'all. If I was new, this is what I would be looking for on the YouTubes. So that's what I'm doing out here. And if you guys want more in-depth, sign up for the course. We'll go super in-depth. Yeah, Market Cipher is great, right? How do you get into the Discord chat? Joshua Dunbar. The regular free Discord is is in the description of this video. I'll also post the link in the chat. This is for my free Discord where you can learn about the Elliott butt poop. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe, guys. Hit the like and subscribe. This is great. We have 295 viewers and 226 likes. That's pretty legit. I feel kind of legit. It's tricky to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. That's a DJ Rex song. If you guys don't know, me and DJ Rex, we're actually doing a collab mixtape together. It's gonna be like a weird. It's gonna be like hip hop mixed with bluegrass genre. Yeah, AZ, join the free Discord. This is the free Discord. If you want to join that other Discord where I'm posting about my trades, you got to join the course because that's just kind of how it works. Yeah, and if you're interested in the course, shoot me an email. Email in the description of this video. What else should I say? If you guys want to get Market Cipher, 10% discount. Link in the description. Use the coupon code. Post it in the chat here as well. What was the name of my metal band? John Jones wants to know. If I tell you guys that, then you guys, oh man, then you'll know exactly who I am and stuff, right? And you'll come to my house, come to my farm. If you guess the name of my metal band, I will tell you. I'll give you a hint. We were signed to a record label called Rise Records. That's the hint. Rise Records. Like Devil Wears Prada and Chiodos and those types of bands. Am I currently using Agora in my trading? Yes, I am. I use Agora. I don't use the strategy that that Jacob uses. Guys, I'm gonna have Jacob back on my channel, the guy who created Agora. and he's going to go over things more and talk about how to use that thing more. It's a really cool indicator. Basically, does your TA for you. I feel like in conjunction with Market Cipher, it would be a very powerful tool for sure. Yo, Agora Algo. Agora Algo is in the house, guys. That's legit. He's in the house. Yeah, me and Jacob from Agora Algo are gonna do another. We already discussed it. We're gonna do another video, either a live stream or a pre-recording. What's going on, Jacob? Where we're gonna go into more detail on how you can tune that thing and use it in your trading strategy. But all right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Oh wow. Super googly. The dump after the 4-hour green dot yesterday seemed to be a trade against Market Cipher. Dude, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you for the super chat. Let's check out that green dot yesterday on the 4-hour. We had a green dot yesterday on the 4-hour on March 5th. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying here, where we came down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're right. Yeah. But if we just zoom out a little bit, I mean, if we had entered there and just hodled, we'd still be 4% in profit from there. And money flow is in the red. We have to remember, when money flow is in the red on the 4-hour, we tend to range trade. We tend to just trade in these range. I mean, like it's just historical. Like, look at this. Money flow is in the red. Same kind of deals were happening back here. We were just trading in this range, and we were getting these red trigger green and then red green, and that's just what happens when money flow is in the red. Those red trigger waves don't print above the 0 line when money flow is in the red. That's just kind of how it works. Just like how green trigger waves don't print below the 0 line when money flows in the green. So it could have been a move against Market Cipher, but when I look at just how we've traded in the past, that's why I'm so cautious. Like the long I entered on Friday, the one I posted in the Discord, I told people in there, look guys, this is a risky trade because money flows in the red, but I'm taking it and I'm going to just monitor it close. I made sure to take profits. As soon as I was in profit, I made sure to make sure I was not going to exit that trade with a loss. So it could be a move against Market Cipher. But the cool thing is, if it is a move against Market Cipher, at least Market Cipher can tell us that people are making moves against Market Cipher, because it's giving us indications that we shouldn't look to go super long. If money flow is in the blue and something like this happens, where we get a green trigger wave and then defecation, then I would say that's some fishiness. And when I say fish, I'm talking about the big fish. I'm talking about the big fish. I'm talking about the whale fish. Agora Algo, I love you too, man. Thanks for the super chat, bro. I appreciate that. I do. All right, guys. I really have to head out, but I appreciate all of you. God bless all of you. God bless.